Generic greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, where in the previous episode we created the Hisma Horde and we began our, I was going to say tyranny of the galaxy, but it's more, I guess, consumption of the galaxy. We've not yet met our first morsel of food, however, hopefully we'll be doing that this episode. We managed to colonise Flumph, and we are also taking Hydrum, and we are also, for whatever reason, researching some really big canals. Let's unpause it and crack straight on into it. We found another Omni straight away, detected faint traces of weapon radiation indicative of a military. Okay, let's have a look at that. We will not upgrade our ships just yet because we want to try and get this sorted here. Currently, we are on minus 11 energy credits now, so hopefully after expanding we'll get some more of that. This is where we've got a bit of a fork in the road. I think we'll go to the left and actually we'll go there and probably go up. I guess it's physically closer, but not jump-wise. We've got an alien spacecraft. This is a badly damaged military vessel. We can either examine the logs or we can leave it. I'll say leave it because, quite honestly, we are just out for finding other people. We now have some reduction in amenities, which is a problem. However, we could go for, say, a Hive Warren. Base job production +3. That's for maintenance jobs and housing up. We don't really need that. Maintenance depot. Oh, that actually does make amenities. To be fair, we are low on housing and low on amenities. Probably a Warren then, do we want to go for? Perhaps not. I don't really know which would be best. Probably building another district. Don't even have the resources for that. Because I don't have much of a choice. I guess we'll stick with it then. Anyway, we could incorporate artifact relays there. Drone output +2. Let's go for that on this world. Like so. It looks like that is now completed. No, that's okay. Won't pause it. Actually, no. We'll probably go for this. Ah, there we go. Food processing facilities. So that gives us extra aggregate on jobs as well as extra food from 40% food from farmers. So we'll probably go for the tile blocker stuff now because I guess we've got a lot of that to deal with. With the sort of micromanagement of when we, the min-max rather, of when we built this faction, obviously we do use a lot more housing and amenities. Not that that's a massive problem, that will just reduce stability, that's all it does. You can see it's reducing stability there, but we do have this on the go, which provides +1 drone output and +2 stability, so that's okay. And we are, well, we're only on 58% anyway, so that's perfectly acceptable. Anyway, we probably want to go for the food processing facilities, and I think we'll crack on with that. We finally survey the system up the top there. We'll scan this one just to the left. It looks like this arm is fairly useless apart from the one on the right, but the main issue is, just like previously, it's lack of energy. It's just lack of energy. I'm going to take this one because it has 2, but I think the upkeep is 2 anyway. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, today's beverages. Milk, because I've got a couple of litres of it for whatever reason. I think there's 2 litres, and I need to use it up. Signs of ancient precursor civilization. Oh, we're going to research that. That's for sure. And a debris field. Part of it roils and swirls under the influence of unknown forces. More research required. There we go. Okay, so food processing facilities is going on there. We are going to sell 500 food because, well, we're getting low on that. We'll get a bit more energy there. And we'll get less energy there because every time we build one of these, it takes some. We've got a mysterious moon of Flumph Prime. So, now that the Flumph Prime has been settled for a while, some data irregularities have been noticed. Specifically, the moon does not seem to be made of remotely similar material to Flumph Prime. Alright. Suggests it was not formed at the same time, but rather organically formed somewhere and was captured by the gravity of Flumph Prime at a later date. Currently a mystery. So we do have a 22-month investigation. We could do that. What are we currently researching? It's only society research and climate blockers. So we could probably do that, actually. I think we'll do that. 22 months. So that's complete. We will build that outpost. And we now have upkeep reduced by 20% for people doing research, which is fine. To be fair, what's this? Up is down. As we pass through an asteroid belt, report the ship experienced a number of sudden gravitational shifts. Gravity generators of old alien make. Sputtering and dying energy sources. Yeah, so it's we've got some weird, weird gravity stuff going on. Oh, Sol 3. There's Earth. Interesting. We'll find that in a bit. Energy credits. Energy credits from technicians increased by 20%. That's very, very good. We will go for research station output by plus 10%, and we still have no amenities in here. We're probably going to have to build that other building that I mentioned. Looks like we do have a breakthrough here. No, it's not. It's the opposite thing. It's hostile wildlife. A group of large predators indigenous to Haydam 6 were recently discovered and have made their lair in the ruins. So, yes, we managed to make our escape. The vicious animals were upon them. Blank was lost along with there. Oh, so I'm guessing that means our science ship? Yeah, we've lost that. We lost the scientist there. However, it didn't fill it in. We'll go for anomaly discovery chance, and we'll continue on with the research, or the excavation rather, of that. Do we want to upgrade the ships?
Our construction is complete.
Probably is the answer to that. Yeah, we'll set them going. We have enough to get them upgraded.
Our construction is complete.
And it is important that we make sure we have that.
Our construction is complete. Our construction is complete.
That's going to get annoying. So, research is complete now, which is production targets, edict, and also unlock building mineral purification plants to get more minerals. We're going to go with powered exoskeletons, which is even more minerals for the jobs there. This will... How far are we going to go down? Probably up to about there. We have an alien proto-civilization encountered. On Sol 3, the most advanced regions of the planet have only been recently advanced beyond Iron Age, ruled by feudal nobles who vie with each other in an endless struggle of titles and land. Yeah, so Earth. Forests of this planetoid bear promises of interesting finds somewhere, and that's Sol. And also hostile wildlife again. Oh, and another one's... Right, okay, this is really difficult, this trench world, and I don't have the resources to get the other scientists back. We're just waving scientists into it. Okay, we'll just get whoever next victim and excavate the site. Okay, go over there. Looks like they're finished there, and then we're going to finally go on that one. That's going to be good, that minerals there. To be fair, with our minerals that we're getting, I mean, we don't really need to mess around too much with other stuff. So that's on automation, but I am going to go over to planets and sectors, and I am going to put a fairly decent amount of money into that, just so these can automate. The rulers of the water plains. Sol 3 science officer Grabber has discovered a race of quadrupedal mammalians that appear to be very strong and physically resilient. They run across shallow plains of water, lush plants reaching for their legs. The dark scales of the creatures are rock hard, and they're very skittish when approached. I will study them to find out more. I wonder if that's... Yeah, we'll need to do that manually. So let's go over here. And we can see that in Sol, there you go, look, stone palaces, a big temple, and primitive dwellings. Primitive world. The human civilization, late medieval period. Research project. Which one's that? Oh, that is that one. Oh, so you can, yeah. Oh, yes, of course. I thought you had to do it by selecting it, but no. We're going to research it very quick, actually, by the look of it. There's Cybrex Research Station.
Our situation log is updated.
Where is the Cybrex Research Station? It's over there. Research Projects and System. And there's the rulers of the water plains. Approaching the animals yielded results. They appear to have psionic capabilities, able to communicate with each other, and does telepathically. They wish to be free, roam the land, and eat its fruits. We would have their support, fellow creatures of the cosmos, if we simply allow them their space and leave them food sources untouched. So you can either... We need the food source, which increases our happiness, or Splendid, which is the willing animal labour modified. It has the following effect on Sol. Increased building cost, increased planet build speed, and positive media coverage modified, which is increase our happiness. Yes, I'm guessing that actually... Really... Well, see, that both of them are happiness. That one immediately I go, yeah, we should probably pick that one. Splendid. Leave them to their own devices, it's the right thing to do. But we're also playing a species that eats everything. So perhaps the bottom one, but statistically that one's the same because it's happiness equal measure, but that one gets that's better. Splendid. Okay. That's better for... That's just... Oh, they're about the same for us, but Sol gets a bit better, so not that we care about that. Anyway, can't build over there, can't build over there. Oh, no, that's the one we're going to be building on first. So it looks like this one is not yet automating. This one has still got negative amenities and no housing, or rather it's got 0 housing. Not that that matters too much. These are not a hard cap. You know, as soon as you go into these, it's not like you're immediately going to die or anything. There's our fleet done. We've researched, or rather archaeological project completed. Analysis of the Cybrex research module we found above Avriam 6A has revealed the machine consciousness was experimenting with cybernetic life forms. Hundreds of unfortunate prisoners were transported to this facility for the purposes of having their limbs and organs replaced with various mechanical contraptions. The exact objective of these tests remains unclear. There is no evidence that the Cybrex ever made use of cybernetic units outside of this lab. So we've got some minor artifacts, +1 Cybernetic artifact recovered, and extra engineering research. That is very, very good. We'll get them to survey there. We have a rogue moon base. The mysteries of Flumph 3 have been revealed. A detailed survey revealing that the moon is slightly lopsided, with the far side of the moon having a disproportionately large share of the total mass. The reason for this, we believe, is that Flumph 3A once orbited the planet which was destroyed by a cataclysmic explosion. The extra thickness of the far side of Flumph 3 is because that was the side of which faced the original planet, and the extra material is part of the mass which the planet was blown into Flumph 3A, knocking it out of orbit and sending it eventually into the orbit of Flumph Prime. We speculate that the planet was destroyed by a weapon, or perhaps just an attempt to create a power source based on dark matter, as there are high concentration of it and planetary material coating the far side of the moon, which gives us, extra 250 engineering research. We get the option for researching dark matter drawing. We tech progress 25% on that dark matter drawing, and also +1 dark matter to Flumph Prime. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? We're going to build this starbase when we can. Signs of activity by an ancient precursor of civilization. That is good. We've only got 2 of them, I think. No, just 1 of them so far. You need a total of 6. So we're going to go for Halem because it's alright. Now this is not automating, and I have got it on automation. So why is it not doing it? Manual. On. I think it's because of the jobs. I don't think it builds. Oh, unless we just don't have the resources.
Our construction is complete.
I'll send some more resources that way. It should be fine though. Looks like there's a trinary star system there. Excellent. So we're not gonna... Do you want to automate all of these?
A new nest is born.
If I automate that, will it do something? Yeah, it's gonna build a mining district. I might as well just automate them all. I mean, it's a bit of a test, isn't it, to see if it actually does work. There's mining stations to go there. There is an outpost to go there. But quite honestly, I think I'm going to spend my money on getting some more ships. So we've got a primitive there. It's quite... Primitives seem to be quite rare these days.
Our construction
When the game first came out, it was very, very common to find them. But not so much now. But I guess you've got all these archaeological sites and such. We're still on minus 50% chance with this person. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send them to survey that system, and I'm going to bring these guys back because, quite frankly, I need a high-level scientist, just because this is a really difficult one to do. And all we've done is smash into hostile wildlife twice. 3 times, in fact, I think. Thrice. Research station output plus 10%, that's good. There's our dark matter drawing. However, I don't think we really need that. We've got colony development speed. We've got energy grid. Ooh. And, oh no, physics research. There we go. We get that percentage out the way. And there's our powered exoskeletons done, and we got coil guns, corvette build speed, planetary build speed. In terms of weapons, I don't really know what we're going to go for. I could go with just bullet guns and bullets. I was thinking more lasers. Or even missiles, really. We'll go for planet build speed, maybe not. None of these are great for us. Mining station output 2, go on then. Didn't want to go that one, but we'll have it nonetheless. Starbase for there is a possibility. We now have the ability to go for data. What's that? That is databank uplinks, and that will now give us, for the finisher, research speed plus 10%, and also 1 ascension perk. And then we're going to go probably over for expansion. So our ascension perk, we've got loads of stuff. Nihilistic acquisition, that unlocks raiding bombardment stance, which turns a duck pops from the besieged planets and resettle them in our raw worlds. Well, we can't do that, so we'll just eat them. Interstellar Dominion, which is claim influence, cost reduction, as well as starbase stuff. Technological ascendancy is pretty good. One vision is extra unity. Pop maintenance usage reduction and government ethics attraction, which we don't have. Mastery of nature, permanently, it's a decision that permanently increases maximum planet. Imperial Prerogative, which is increased administrative capacity, which we are only just heading towards. Transcendent Learning, no. Executive Vigor is extra edict duration, no. It's either going to be Technological Ascendancy, which is research speed plus 10%, and rare technologies appear at 1.5 times normal rate, would change a 1% chance into 1.5% chance. True Vision. Monthly unit is good. Pop amenities usage minus 10%. That'll offset the 10% that we currently have. And government's ethics attraction is sort of useless for us. Mastery of nature is not bad. Imperial Prerogative we do want, but probably not now. I think one vision. Like I say, the government ethics attraction is pointless, but the unity is good and the amenities usage is better. So there you go. We're now on actually -0. Which is fantastic.
Our situation log is updated.
This still hasn't built this, which is strange. There's some tile blocker clearing. There's more tile blockers that we can go for. We'll say clearing a big volcano, because why not? Actually, that's $5,000. Oh, they're both $5,000. So it matters not, does it? Can't afford to do that, but I can afford to do that. I wonder if we can destroy this.
Our construction
I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can. That construction is now complete. We are now just on our administrative capacity. If we go over that, we start suffering negatives. Not that it's a huge issue. It's, like I said, not a hard cap.
Our construction is complete.
I also might as well put that on automated exploration. And that one is... Is that another one there as well? It is, wow. That's another base there. So, just waiting for that to get the resources. We're doing good for resources now. Look at that, 2k for minerals. We're going to sell a bit of these. I wonder if there's anything I can set decision-wise. Nothing there. I guess we could go for incorporate artifact relays. Yeah, why not? Same here. Put that in automation as well. That should be building. It's a fringe planet, apparently.
Our construction
At least that's what it's set it to. I'm sure it only does it if the available jobs drops below a certain amount, and then it starts focusing on these. Well, it should know what to do, so we'll see. We'll see. We've got them both on automated building. Spawning piles. Increase maintenance usage. So, archaeology project complete. Found debris on Evrim 2 from a large ship that does not appear to have been of Cybrex origin in the centre. Wants to site their base. Or a crater, rather. Maybe sent to collide with the base. Fair enough. But that's +1 Cybrex. Is that +1 Cybrex? Yeah, so we got 2 out of 6 clues, I guess you can call them. So, surveying system complete. Like I said, I've put it on automatic exploration now. I don't think any more is strictly necessary. The problem that we'll have is that when we bump into empires,
We have surveyed the system.
what will happen is it'll get the option for us to research their language and communicate. We don't want to do that, because as soon as they do that, they'll go, "You're a devouring swarm," and they'll just close borders. So we need to be prepared for that. Picked up a sign of life somewhere in the interior of an asteroid. Okay, we'll have a little search on that. I know I didn't put a mass amount of empires on this one, but I did up them a little bit.
Construction is complete.
It's surprising that we haven't bumped into anyone yet. Asteroid fauna. +3 to +3 to society research. So we could probably get enough for reinforcing the fleet there. We can probably assign an admiral to that. Invasion, sublight speed, and oh, archaeological site finished. That says. I'll check that in a second. We're gonna get extra sublight speed. We've got a not a general, admiral, and we can see now the trench war. More findings from the excavation sites on Haydam 6 have come in, and with them a new theory for the origins of the trench network. Millennia ago, the planet was beset by an invading extraterrestrial organism, best described as a huge snail-like creature the size of a city. It roamed with impurity, scouring the surface to clean all organic matter it touched. The trenches were dug out by the indigenous population of diminutive, muscular-like humanoids in order to either escape the snail's onslaught or try to attack its vulnerable underbelly. By the extent of the excavation, the trench war must have gone on for generations, perhaps centuries. There are no indications of the local population survived the crisis, nor are there any remains of the behemoth that devoured them all. A grim fate indeed. Remarkable. 500 science. Okay, there you go. We have found out what happened there. It's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. There's extra physics research, 20%. So, what have we got now? FTL inhibitors, fusion reactor, dark matter. We're gonna go up the reactor stuff. I think that would be worth it. The governor has developed a new skill. What new skill have they developed? Agricultural interest. Well, to be fair, that does go with the agrarian upbringing, so it sort of makes sense. Normally, every time they level up, it's something daft like corrupt or what's the other one? Where basically they're a junkie. Well, it's just drugs all the time. Colossal impact crater somewhere. This big collision apparently. Have a search on that one.
Our construction is complete.
So our expansion is continuing. We are now over our capacity of well, our empire sprawl is 56. Total administrative capacity is 50. However, that's only putting a little bit extra on the tradition cost and some of the other stuff. It's not too much of a problem. Our Map the Stars edict has been finished, so we will fire that back up again because we've got more than enough stuff. We've got farming subsidies and production targets. I'm just going to fire both, one of them up actually. We'll go for production targets to increase minerals because obviously that's something we're really short of. Not. We've also got drone campaign, which is pop growth speed increase. Learning campaign, which is leader experience gain and war army damage. We're going to go with learning campaign then. That'll be good for us, I think. Because why not? Why not? Okay, something is going on here.
Technology conceived.
It's definitely set to automation. It should be automating.
Construction is complete.
I don't know why it's not. I'll check in a second. What have we got here? Destroyer and synthetic crystal plants. It's going to have to be Destroyer in it. We can now go over to pop growth speed plus 10%. We're going to go for the expansion and finish that off. I don't know what the maximum, what hitting the expansion stuff does actually. Let's have a quick look. Finishing it off gives us... Allow your plans to build one additional district. Okay. And unlock an ascension perk. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Opening sectors, they are all definitely within that sector. We can clearly see that those are within that sector. So if we go for planets and sectors, the stockpile's been used. That's why they're not building. Let's put 2k into there and then boom, there we go, look at that. The buildings just crack on with it. Yeah, okay, they've got stuff to do now. Bye. Right, they've used that quite a bit. So, fine. At least we know now. That's fine. I think I said in my preview that I like the planetary automation. I think it's really, really good. It takes the legwork out of it if you don't like it. I don't mind micromanaging planets early on, at least. But when you've got like 20, 30 planets, this is really necessary. I think it's just a fantastically good thing. I just don't understand what sectors do anymore. I mean, yes, but all they seem to do is it's very readable here. It's very good for creating vassals to take them out and reduce your empire sprawl. But then the AI is terrible at certain things. Like you could trade at 10 planets and try to get one off it and it would never do it. Stuff like that just is that's more of a larger problem of the game. That and lack of the diplomacy stuff and the AI, the company with it, and a lack of espionage is really the big sort of downsides at the moment. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, this you just transfer resources. You transfer resources and it does its own thing. And you've got this sector. I don't know how this sector automation works with this. I don't know how they merge together, if they do at all. Anyway, regular signal, reminiscent or wrong. Impact crater. Keep doing a lot. So we're probably going to go up to there and stop. No point in expanding out, or maybe there might be. I don't know whether we do that or not. We've got Hive Mind Nexus there, which is that's an upgrade, I believe. Yes, I will go for tile block clearing first. I think. Lost in space, a distress signal from a ship in orbit. Intriguing, or we won't have time for this. We'll say intriguing, so we'll go for situation log then. Research project there. I don't know why some of them you can just click from up there, and some you have to go there. Special project failed. The crew members must have killed each other. Oh, it's that one, is it? And critical failure. Received a distress signal from the Umple Dumple. Oh, this is the best naming scheme ever. The crew's gone mad and killed each other. Yep. That's why I said, oh, it's that one, is it? Looks like we've got an FDL impact testing there. Yeah, I knew that could happen. I don't know what the positive thing from it could be. I'm not too sure. We do have an excavation site over there, which is a big hole in the ground. We might expand up to there. Haven't yet decided. So the Ogle, we do have... anomaly research speed increased. Yes, please. Right, survey.
Our construction is complete.
And we will be taking over, I say taking over, we'll be going above Sol and doing some high-level testing, probably. So, planets and sectors. And we'll say 1, 2, and unpause it, and boom, we use loads. They use loads of them resources straight away to automate this. So,
our construction is complete.
I'm thinking, do I... No, I don't. Answer my own question. I was going to say, do I build some more stuff for the fleet? Or do we wait for destroyers? And it's going to be wait for destroyers. It has to be, really. It's the only really sensible option. I'm going to sell some food. And plans and sectors once again. You just put the resource in, it just says shared stockpile. I don't know if it just... I don't know if it needs to convert or not. I'm assuming not. It looks like it's going to clear the industrial wasteland, which is good. There's fusion reactor, so we can upgrade our ships. We've got hyperdrive 2, fantastic, or research alternatives. Also the dark matter stuff. Hyperdrive 2. Yeah. It's a no-brainer, really. No-brainer. Looks like we now are above Sol. We'll get mining stations, research stations, and observation stations. Looks like surveying is well underway.
We have found an anomaly.
Ancient precursor civilization, so we're getting close to halfway, I think. Yeah, we'll be halfway there. And we've also got hole in the ground, which is there, so I think we will expand to that. Because why not? So research stations and then observation station. I wonder what sort of observation we can do. I'm not entirely sure what we can do. Maybe that's a bit too much I've sent there.
We have found an anomaly.
And, oh, incoming transmission. Chief Executive Officer Rhizome of Purple, well met, Hisma. The Numeristic Order, die. And, where are they at? Oh, is that the Caravanners? I think that's the Caravanners. Yeah. Caravan Coalition. Okay, so the first people we meet are the Caravanners. Not that we can do anything about that, you understand. But they're there.
Technology conceived.
We now have more tile blocker clearance. Terraforming. It's not a terrible option. I think, however, hydroponic farm. other stuff like that. Yeah, go on hydroponics. Not that we really need it now, I understand. Sonified science. Succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Eldar Vang system. It's strong, complex, and it's full of mathematical equations. And they can't seem to get it out of their head. Like that song from Kylie. Okay, extra research. We've got alien life over here. And we also have... that need to be upgraded. I just realised that says fringe planet. That is not a fringe planet. It is...
Our construction is complete.
I guess it is a fringe planet. Oh yeah, they've assigned it to a fringe planet. And this one, the first one now, is a generator world. Alright, cool.
Our construction is complete.
It is not, however, building the buildings I would have expected it to build. See, I would have expected to build straight away. Ah, the thing I don't have. So maybe that's why they haven't built it. Right, that's sort of why then. I was going to say, I would expect them to build a cluster of shapes on the surface. And I don't know what that is. Yeah, I would expect it to build the... I can't remember the name of it. It's like a generator district improver. We might be researching it, actually. No, I thought we had it. Battle debris.
Our situation log is updated.
Mining district, no. I wonder if you need a minimum... No, we just don't have it researched. It goes hand in hand with capacity overload stuff. Anyway, what's this? Single-minded. First glance, Apron 3 seems to be inhabited by a diverse plethora of life forms coexisting in an ecosystem similar to our own. Upon closer inspection, the crew discovered that although all living things on Apron 3 are developed individual, first they are now by mysterious design operate as a single organism, an organism that responds to all outside influence with fierce and indiscriminate aggression. Fascinating. Right, that's a thing. So we'll stay away from that. Our swarm is strengthened, yes. What can we do for... How long for destroyers? 14 months for destroyers. So I might as well wait. Might as well wait. I'm wondering, do I build another scientist? I think that would be... I think it would be worth the effort, yeah. Another science ship. 18 until it can do that. And we probably won't go much further than that yet. Until we bump into someone, you understand? I don't think there's any real point in that. Crew to scientist, there's research speed increased, we'll do that, and then we'll say automatic exploration. So we're bound to bump into someone at some point, but it hasn't yet done anything there. Deliberately crafted structures on the planet's surface. Also, we've only found this bit here, and then the one over there for the archaeological sites. There's our hydroponic farms and hydroponic bay now completed. That is on the... it says unlock building hydroponic farm. So they might end up building that here. We've got unity of purpose, deviancy plus minus 15%, amenities plus 5. That's pretty good. Starbase capacity is good, fleet command is good, and clears tile blockers. We'll go again for clearing tile blockers. We don't need a massive fleet at the moment. Although, to be fair, I have no idea how much we actually need. There is Starbase influence cost reduction. We might as well go for that. And there's one that we was going for, administrative capacity, and then finally blot out the stars, which is ship upkeep reduction. Fumes lie thick. The planet on Apron 4 is a toxic wasteland. Scans reveal it's not always been so. Yeah, so basically, I think they've climate changed them out of the game. Robotic remains. Rocky planet with a thick atmosphere that is lethal to all known higher forms of life. Toxic world, 0% uninhabitable. Well then. Looks like the generator district there is not doing anything, so is it just a resource problem? It might be. I've just sent it loads of resources. I'm going to get a couple more. See, I'll send it some energy as well. I don't think that would have been it, though. It is on automation. And it is set to a generator world. No housing though. Turn it off, turn it on.
Technology conceived.
Doesn't do anything. Okay. We found alien barracks.
Situation log is updated.
So where is that? Go to. Research that project. Research that. Oh, sorry, rather build on that. So, I wasn't really planning on expanding much further than where we are here, but I'm trying to go towards the hole in the ground.
We have surveyed the system.
We also have now gas extraction wells and exploit exotic gases. It's probably the best way forward for us. Although I'm getting increasingly aware that we haven't yet gone for any sort of ship upgrades apart from the jump drive. Science Officer Glampus thorough xenohistorical analysis of the military installation has yielded few tangible results. It was constructed before plan turned completely barren. Okay. He now has the expertise in military theory trait. Fine. There's a orbital shipyard above the world. Significant battle damage. Ah, right. Okay. Interesting. That one we will say back to research. We've not yet bumped into anyone that's hostile, really. I'm also wondering why this is not building at all. Automated, automated, automated.
Our construction is complete.
Shared stockpile. Yeah. If I put it balanced, will it do anything? Not doing anything at all. I think it's to do with jobs. I think it only kicks in when the jobs go below a certain amount.
We flee the hostile swarm.
Oh, there is hostile swarm. Where is there a hostile swarm? Right, so we got this black hole with a lot of ring segments around it. Ring 7 B and C. It's absolutely ruined. And we have in the centre there some alien vessels. Right. Well, that's the first time we've bumped into anything a bit naughty. 4K, so nothing we can deal with at all. Not in the slightest. What was I reading? Anyway, so, hole in the ground. Orbital telemetry shows a massive impact crater in the surface of Algorb 3. It was not caused by a meteorite strike. The crater is surprisingly deep in proportion to its diameter. In fact, the actual depth cannot yet be determined as the shaft is choked by rock debris part of the way down, blocking any further orbital scans. It appears that a conventional excavation is the only way to find out what happened below. Excellent. So we'll check that. There's an automated shipyard. We could say repair automated shipyard. Do you want to turn the crank on that and see what happens? It is well out of the way, but to be fair, once they're done, I might as well. Because we're only doing one bit there, and then we're not building any further. Not until we know what's around. Checking out an asteroid, no bother. How long is it taking them to build that? Almost done. That's done, and we'll save research projects and system. We'll see if we can turn the crank on that and see what comes out the other end. So, we haven't got an area around here we can colonise. We could, I guess, get the Tundra world, but it's only a size 15 with nothing great on there. No rare resources or luxury. Luxury? No, them resources. I think Endless Legend. Luxury, strategic resources. Strategic. And also, it's just a bit... It's a bit meh, so maybe not. One thing I didn't check, and I've been meaning to, is above Sol. You can see what they've got there. Feudal nobles, warrior, scholar, cleric, peasants. Sure, I wasn't laughing at peasants. I was just laughing at the primitive world in general. Mining station. Hang on, did we not build... Oh, I didn't build an observation post. I'm an idiot. On the shoulders of the giants, appears that the asteroid and the surrounding debris are from a former planet. And we find traces of extremely valuable alloys. Amazing. +3 alloys. Cool. So that's now completed. We're going to go over to there, and we're going to, once that... Oh, that's now pretty much done. There's some battle debris. We're going to research projects in the system. That's for this Cybrex there, and then we're going to come back over and do that.
We have surveyed the system.
Thank you. Survey system has been now being complete. Let's have a quick look, and oh yeah, that is definitely a bit broken. There's the automated shipyard, and apparently that was a planet once. Someone forgot to turn the hob off. So it looks like... Ooh, hostile swarm. What have we got here? More of those. Alright, okay. Obviously, they're all hanging around the singularities, which is to be expected. But nothing so far has made me believe that we should really keep expanding beyond our borders so far. Nothing major. That's now completed. We're probably going to take that and that, because at least, if nothing else, we've got the choke points.
Our special project is complete.
Archaeological project completed. Analysing the debris left behind the ancient battle fought above Wu 3 have learned that alien empires can temporarily with the Cyberx pool their resources together in desperate attempt to halt the advancing fleets of the machine consciousness. And judging by the small amount of Cyberx debris that was produced by the battle, they were not successful. An interesting find, one Cyberx artifact and associated research. Let's go over there and excavate the site. Let's see what's in a big hole. Probably used for loads of people fly tipping or something. We found some dark matter above there. Yep, that's generally what you find above black holes, to be fair. And why is that life sign there not researched? Interesting.
We have found an anomaly.
Just take some unusual energy readings.
Our construction is complete.
That's now completed. So let's see what sort of options we have. We've currently got passive observation, we've got aggressive observation, we've got indoctrination, technological enlightenment, and covert infiltration. Aggressive. There is a chance, however, if you do that, then they can find you out, but I'm not going to bother. Right, so we want to say research project in the system. I would have thought it would have kicked off and to build more housing there, and I don't know why it's not. Micro singularity apparently we found there on Fusion 1A, passing straight through the core and emerging the other side of the moon. Okay, close that down, and that's now built there. We will build that side, because I at least know what's at that side. I'll probably get that scientist, if they don't die from a cave-in or animal attack or whatever, to go down and around that way. Yeah, a lot of this stuff around here is not great. There's a ammonia biosphere in there. Yep, toxic world. An ammonia biosphere. What's it say though? Rare ecology, where life uses ammonia instead of water as a source. Okay. A small, otherwise insignificant moon orbiting this gas giant appears to be unchecked. It will soon result in a collision with a primary. Let's research that. And that can now do some automatic exploration too. So apart from that, we haven't really bumped into anyone that's bad. There is some research completed. That's what I wanted. Global energy management. That's great because it unlocks the energy grid. That's what I was trying to say last time. We're going to upgrade our fleet. And then what we'll do is go ahead and build some destroyers. Encounter at Orcum Fung. Another one of those. Okay. I'm starting to think that there's nobody else on this galaxy in terms of empires. It's possible. Actually, it's not possible. I don't know where they are, but they are quite a way away, which is good for them, considering we are a devouring swarm after all. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk to those. No point in any of that. Let's go to fleet management, and we will add destroyers to the fleet, and we're just going to max it out and spend absolutely nothing because we don't have the resources to spend on it. But we do have 9k. Wow. Okay, that's a bit of okay. We are going to send 4 of that to here. 7k shared stockpile. Doesn't seem to affect it in any way, shape or form. Doesn't seem to want to build anything. So it's not building housing, and we've got -7 amenities. Now it's getting rid of dangerous wildlife. Their special project complete. Restored power to an automated shipyard, and immediately resumed the interruption construction order using what materials it had to build 3 advanced raiders of an unknown design. The ancient facility broke down completely afterwards and has been deemed beyond repair. Send crews to the ships, and done. We have some new ships. Cool. There's a hive nexus. There is starbase building of battle simulators, logistical offices. I think we're going to go for hive nexus. Let's have a look at our new ships. Can't see them. There we go. And the artisan troop is talking to us. Hello, Prey. And there they are. Cool. We will bring them to... Well, what sort of size there? 230, not great. 230. I was at the dentist the other day, actually. Right, so where am I going to go from here? I'm not too sure. Small docking hatchery in the interior of the asteroid is visible. We'll research that then. That's now completed. We'll go down there to build that outpost. This one, we will come back to there, and we will wait, because I'm looking around here, and there's really nothing that I want to take. Although, we might go ahead and have a look at that. So we've got this terminal orbit. We've figured out when it's going to hit. We can, if we want to, check that out by having a look, and we'll see when it hits, and we'll research what happens when a moon hits another planetary body. I'm guessing a Big Bang. Oh, that's normally the start of things rather than the end. Pirate treasure. We've found ill-gotten gains. 500 energy credits. That is very well welcomed. And looks like that's getting there. Wildlife is now done, and it's now building more generator districts. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a massive problem. Look at the amenities. Massive reduction there, even though it's automated. Keep excavating and explorating.
We have found an anomaly.
Our construction is complete. So, how are we doing over here? Not good. Breakthrough chance is 0%, but we are finding a couple of clues. We've currently got 3 clues, so they are working on a hole in the ground. It'll take a while for them to get there. Yeah, this, I don't know why it's not building the things we need. I mean, look at that. It's the amenities -8, and housing is 1. Like with everything, it'll have to be tweaked. And I said that in the preview as well. I mean, none of these are breaking down, so we should be alright. Gas refineries. No, because we don't need to turn minerals into 1, and that's creating minerals, so we don't want that. And we'll go with ion thrusters. We'll try and get some more of that. We found some silicon life forms. Intriguing. We want to probably set our fleet to get some more ships. In fact, what we might do is sell 500 of that and then gain a couple of hundred of that, just to set that going. I was going to upgrade our shipyard here, but we can't. We don't have the ability to get a stronghold. Another anomaly: unusual energy readings. Ship upgrade or administrative capacity. Increase administrative capacity, yes, because we're currently on 84 Empire Sprawl and only 70% now, 70 capacity now. So it's not ideal.
Technology conceived.
There is our capacity overload and energy grid. I would expect these to immediately build them. At least that's what I would do. Colony development speed plus 50%. Yeah, why not? And it's not building them on a generator district. That's the first thing you want to do. It's built spawning pools though. Yeah, I think it only kicks the automation in once the available jobs goes down. And we've actually got a bit of deviancy there. Look at that.
Found an anomaly.
Impressive structures litter an area, so we'll search that. And also, we have now... We're digging it. Clearing away the rubble is a painstaking and risky business. Workers and equipment have to be hoisted into hundreds of meters in the dig site, and evacuated rubble has to be lifted out. There's been numerous casualties and accidents while working in these trying conditions, but progress is being made, and every day we venture deeper. The walls of the crater are worn and cracked by time, but they plunge unerringly straight down into the planet's core. We can still only speculate how deep it goes, and something in the depths is grabbing all of our sensor readings. Keep digging. Yeah. This is probably not great, is it? Keep digging. Go on then. Yes, we've got some deviancy there. Look, we've got 1% deviancy. Right, we'll go for incorporate artificial relays. There we go. Abandoned amusement park. Where have we got an abandoned amusement park? There? Not there. Did say around here. Well, I don't know where this is, but that's all molten worlds, so I very much doubt it. No. A lot of molten worlds there.
We have found an anomaly.
Unusual energy readings. There's a lot of unusual energy readings around the place. So, not going to expand from around here. Don't see any point in it. And from here, Also, no point as well. I am going to build another sign ship, I think. There we go. And we're going to combine that fleet. And, oh, we've actually run out of some of this stuff here. So we've got production targets, we've got farming subsidies, map the stars. Yeah, map the stars will fire up. Capacity overload, which increases energy credits by 20%. Yeah, let's go for that. We'll do a drone campaign, speed up growth. We'll do learning campaign, which increases leader experience gain. And we're not going to bother with the one for army damage because we're not at war and we haven't met anyone. Bunker bot. We've traced the unusual electromagnetic radiation emanating from Lintha B1A to a secret or subterranean bunker hiding a mega computer the size of a battleship. It may have been there for several thousand years. Okay. Scrap it for parts. Use it to boost our research or continue on its mysterious calculations. I'm going to use it to boost our own research. 120 months, 10% research increase. Excellent. So, looks like this is building research labs. 3 research labs, which is an interesting choice.
We have found an anomaly.
More energy readings. Good grief, there's loads of them. And that was scarring on a planet's surface. That one is not yet building anything, but I can guarantee that well, you would expect it to build an energy grid. In fact, I'm just going to manually do it because it's a generator world. It should have an energy grid. This one is a fringe planet. Agricultural district build speed. Don't really need it. It's probably going to be, as soon as the jobs get to 0, it'll probably crack on with those immunities. Sign ship. Sign a leader. Research speed increase. New world increase and industry, let's say just general research. We're going to send them over to here. Actually, we'll just say survey system there, and then we'll put it on automatic and crack on. There is some Hive Nexus, which is a bit of an upgrade. We have leader lifespan plus 10 years, although we're mortal, I believe. Naval capacity, starbase capacity. We've only got one starbase, basically. We can have up to 5, so I'm going to go with naval capacity, and I do want to start to upgrade these things here. So we'll upgrade that to a starport, and I don't know where the other one could be. There's an anomaly. More surveying is required. I think the best place for an upgrade would be there, because it's choke points. There's a choke point, and there's a choke point. Encountered some form of alien vessel. Aha! We have found, finally, another species. And I have no idea where they are, but I'm guessing around there.
Our construction is complete.
Which is annoying because it's miles away. Don't know if there's any way of getting there that's easy. Strength from small places. Having probed frozen landscape of the moon, we think we've struck something big. Science officer Lumpa speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other, bonds with other individuals to form large blankets, durable yet light. Improve energy production or try and find military use. I think we'll say, well, at the moment, energy's brilliant. Try and find a military use, I guess. Will that be an anomaly? No. So, our military development researchers have made progress with the samples they sent. Constructed biological solar cells and document how they retain heat energy within themselves. Marvellous. Improved deflectors plus 60% tech progress. That's belting. That's very good. Happy with that. 83 alloys until we can upgrade that. But you know what? I think we can just buy that out and then start building it. We'll probably just build some spaceports or something. Ocean beneath the ice. We can mount a deep sea expedition. We might as well. And eventually we're going to bump into another faction, which is probably in this cluster here. Although I would have expected to have found them a bit earlier. 4K vessels there, 2 sets of 4K there. Can't defeat them with our 1.1, but it's still not too bad. Colony development speed is plus 50%, which is good. We have UV laser there, energy nexus there, which is an upgrade. So probably no point in it. We will go for FTL inhibition, which gives us FTL inhibitors and Starbase FTL inhibitors, so they can't jump through. And especially since we're upgrading these, it seems to be the right choice. Right, I think we will leave it there. And next episode, we will hopefully find out who our neighbour is, and then we will probably begin a lovely little bit of extermination. We found special project. Our special project completed. Returned from the expedition. Study rich biosphere seas beneath an ice mantle. Large species native to the lower regions of the global sea have been found producing unique inorganic molecule with immense healing properties. It is living metal research, and we found some living metal as well. There it is. There on. Let's see where it is. This world. Seas on the frozen world. There it is. Right, we'll leave it there. We can see our empire has expanded quite a fair amount. We are still trying to research this, although breakthrough chance is 70%. In fact, you know what? I'll unpause it and we'll see if we get it on this one. See if we can get to the next state of the chapter before we knock on the head. Yes. The excavation hits delays as the site become increasingly toxic as the deep we go. Parts of the shaft dangerously irradiated, probably by the catastrophic event that dug up the crater in the first place. We need protective countermeasures and decontamination apparatus is slowing the progress of the work. But there was progress. It wasn't loads of people died. So I'll take that. That's a bit of an advantage. Right, we'll leave it there. Next episode, we will hopefully bump into some people and, well, maybe we won't die. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.